Conchita in my country kitchen in Levine, Arizona, and today I am going to start the Christmas holiday going. I'm gonna make my tamales, but today it's a different kind of tamale that I'm presenting. It's a regular, masa, like I did my other red tamales and my other tamales, but it's going to be a shredded beef, green beef, but it's shredded beef green chili. What you do is you just make your chili like you're making a green chili, but I'm using hatch and tomatoes and onion. But you can just buy your green chili in the can or whatever and throw it into your meat. It's a shredded meat that I cooked for 6 hours. It's a roast. It's a 4 pound and
almost 4 3/4 pound.
4 3/4 pound roast, and Kelly is shredding it. So what I do is I just throw this the chili, the hatch in there. You can use whatever chili, like I said, green chili that you want. Like you're making a green chili, green chili, and then you put it in your masa. So it's very simple. It's not like the other. You have to do this and that to the chili. No, this is simple, like the green chili with tomatoes and onion. And here's Kelly right here. He's shredding. He's shredding the roast that I cooked.
So I've already shredded most of it. I'm going to show you how you take your roast after it's cooked. You said 6 hours. Tear it in half. And you're just going to shred it fine. Just pull the meat apart like pull pork.
I just steamed it for like 6 hours.
Throw that in there and then cut it in half, and you just want to separate. It's so simple to do.
But that's why your meat has to be cooked.
Yeah, that's why your meat has to be cooked for so many hours so it's nice and tender. And that's what you want it to look like when you're shredding it by hand. And then here's the bowl, the whole bowl. And I still got more to finish, but just show you the process, how it's done.
But I have to make the chili first. That way I can have something to put into my tamales. So it makes it very simple. Then I'll make my masa right now, and I'll show you how I make this masa. So now I'm going to make my masa. Get the holiday rolling here. Anyway, it's 5 pounds of masa, 2 1/4 pounds of lard. Have it all there, okay? And then I saved my broth from the roast, so I'm gonna throw this little by little. You just have to. What it is, you have to work with it, and the creamier it is, like the texture of it's real creamy, not watery, but it has to be creamy. So I'm just gonna work with it like this. Get it all together, and if I need more broth, I'll use more, but usually I don't use a full one of these. It's maybe a little more, but not. It's just usually what I poured in here because I've made these probably, I don't know how many times that I've already
1,000 times.
that I already got, how many. See, because this is what I have left right now from this container, like this. And I don't know, I might use a little bit more, but yeah. Oh, and then I put salt. But you put salt to your taste. You taste it after you're done, mixing it and, working with it. Then you taste it a little bit. It's to your taste. But at the same time, masa, when you cook it, it usually, a lot of the salt comes out of the masa. It doesn't stay in there. So you usually have to put a little more in there so that when you cook them, they'll be to your taste. So I'm just gonna keep mixing this like this.
Anyway, here I am, Conchita's kitchen again. Always helping Conchita. So these are the hatch chilies from from September and August season, because it's only 2 months. And then I fire roast them myself, and then I freeze them. because then you can't get them because it's only a 2-month window that you can actually buy these. So I have to chop these up, and then I'm gonna chop up onions really fine. This goes in the tamale meat, and you gotta make sure you chop it up nice and fine. Like I always said, be careful of the knife. Do the onion there a little bit, throw that in there, and gotta do the tomato. We throw in 2 tomatoes, and it's only a half an onion. Chop it really fine. It all goes in the mix with the meat, and that's what makes it taste so good. Oh.
Anyway, so I got my masa going. It's really, really creamy. See how creamy it is? It's so wonderful. And I worked in the lard and I made sure that I had enough salt. I salted it to taste, it's your taste. And I put a little more broth in there. So this is what I have left. Right here. But you know, the thing about the broth too, I forgot to tell you, is that the warmer that your broth is, the better the masa is more workable. It's so good when you have the hot broth. I mean, I put it really hot. So then I throw it in here and it's workable. As long as you make your masa, you know, quick, you know, you don't leave it sitting there, you know, it's fine. See how creamy it is? Creamier it is, the better your tamales come out. Okay, so I got the shredded meat into the pot, and I had a lot of the, you know, the broth, because you have to cook it with the broth. And of course, I seasoned it with, you know, onion powder, garlic powder, and salt, pepper, black pepper. But when I was steaming the roast, also I had seasoned it then also, because it has a lot of the flavors that go in there when you do that. So yeah, you have to season it then too. And then it's all seasoned. So now I'm going to throw my my chili in there. Well, these are going to be really, really yummy, yummy, yummy for the tummy. Yummy. Okay. So now I'm going to bring this to a boil. It's already starting to boil. It's going to be really good. So anyway, I'll cover this and turn it occasionally, just to make sure that it's not burning. And okay, so anyway, I spread my masa, which is so spreadable and giving, you know, really good. Spread it as far as you want. I usually just do like this. Okay. Okay, now I will put the chili, green chili that I made. Basically, just green chili, you know. I put enough in there too, because I don't like skinny tamales. So, make them like this. You can make them as skinny as you want, as little as you want. But then now I'm going to wrap it, okay? I'm going to wrap this tamale, because when you wrap them with the fine wrap that, you can find these mainly at Food City, the wrappers like this, and they cook better. As long as you cook, you know, with the top up like that, you face them up like this, you're good. It's good. It's all good. These are done out here in the stove, you know. It's all good. They're the best out here. But anyway, you know, like for a dozen tamales, it takes like maybe an hour and a half on the pressure cooker. But anyway, he's eating a tamale, and
man, this looks so good.
But it's hot. It's
yeah, I got
no, it's steaming hot.
It's straight out of the pan, so
he's taking his time, whatever. But anyway, the masa's cooked.
Oh my god.
Is it good?
This is so good.
He's hungry too, though.
No, I'm not hungry. These tamales actually taste super good.
He loves these tamales, so.
I'd rather have these over the red.
Yeah, myself too. We love the green over the red. But to each his own, right?
You know, I wish there was smell-o-vision, because man, you would tear these up.